So did you know that we have 400 billion bits of information coming into our consciousness at any given time? But our consciousness is only able to be aware of about 2,000 pieces of that information. Hi, my name's Elizabeth Eleanor. I'm an intuitive empath, and I support people to create their destiny. I have been on a journey for 27 years, spiritually waking up, and it has been a crazy hell of a ride. And I've had some really interesting experiences, from 3 shooting stars when I first spiritually woke up to meeting the love of my life on the beach. My maiden name was Payne, Payne, and his last name is Makepeace. I have been on a massive journey of building a relationship and connecting with my higher self, with my genius, with that part that is beyond time and space, beyond what this limited Elizabeth knows and understands. And what I do is to support others to actually start doing the same. So we have all of this information, all of this access, and yet our awareness only focuses on a certain amount of that information. So what is it that your consciousness is focusing on, the 2,000 bits? Because it's not the same for each person. It's not the same for each one of us. Some of us spend a lot of time focusing on the things that we don't want in our life. We focus on the information that is holding us back in loops of behavior that do not serve us. Old patterns, old information that's been passed on from generation to generation, stuff that's been conditioned into us from childhood and from society. Information that doesn't serve us because we're scrolling through Facebook or on Reels or TikTok or whatever it might be, and we're just numbing ourselves. That information is just scramble and chaos and is holding us in a lower vibration and is not at all who we are. So when you decide to step into your genius, into your truth, because the truth is very different to what we're experiencing now. When you can step into your truth and access that part of yourself that wants to move you forward in a way that is beyond your scope of possibility right this moment in your current reality, that's when those 2,000 bits start changing and transforming you. That's when you start recognizing that the things that were limiting you before, those mindless scrolling or mindless numbing of Netflix or mindless, numbing yourself with intoxicated substances, right? Eating, drinking, smoking, all of those things. When you step out of that and recognize and want to start living in truth, that's when things really start picking up and changing. And that's when the energy that changes in your body. No longer do you take any time to compare yourself with others. No longer do you spend any time trying to fix other people or yourself, right? You stop controlling others. You stop controlling other people's creations. It is a magnificent place to be when you are just in pure creation, because now you're actually seeing those 2,000 pieces and knowing that they're sacred. They're information that you're choosing instead of just allowing to come in. And this is one of the reasons why affirmations don't work. Because when you're going through the process of wanting to change, but you're changing from a place of brokenness, right? Where you're not feeling viable in life, where you're feeling invalid in some way. When you're trying to fix that, you'll be saying these affirmations, but what you're doing is just feeding your unconscious that you're really still broken. because there is this group of information that is in your field that is still supporting that unviable information, that invalid information within your system. And so the unconscious is not at all stupid. It knows that you're trying to override something because it's got information of all of the things that you're doing. And so here you are giving all of this information to, trying this effort of, I am, financially free, when your unconscious knows that you're in debt to your wazoo, right? And so it knows that. And so it gives the power to the one that's the most strongest in your field. So this, the strongest one is always the one that is just silent information that is the truth of your current reality. So it really is being in that catalyst of making truth your priority. And that sometimes that means the truth is, this is how I'm feeling. This is what's going on in my reality. And I'm not giving it any energy, but what I am doing is I am focusing on what I need to do to shift that energy and to move into a creative space instead. Not how, but what. What do I need to do to step into a new place, into a new field, into a new creation? And that's what you give your energy to. Because when you hold that vibration of what is it that my next step is, what is my obvious next step here, the information will start coming to you through your intuitive guidance. The secret is, though, is that you actually need to take the action, right? You need to actually move that needle, take the action that you're getting, that you're being guided to, even if it's ridiculous, even if it doesn't sound right to you, whatever it might be. Listen and trust in that knowing that you have from a higher perspective. And you watch your world completely change. Take care, and I'll catch you tomorrow.